So yesterday at Gamescom, we got a new gameplay trailer for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and an official release date. I had heard that a week ago they gave out the release date. I didn't hear about that, but this gives us the official release date. No doubt about it. It's going to be February 11th, 2024. Might as well just come out with that as it is. But I did a live reaction to this gameplay trailer. There's not a lot going on in it, in my opinion, but we'll talk about all that later. What's up, everyone? My name is Chuckin' Games, formerly known as DJCS. Welcome in. We're going through a bit of a rebrand here. Long story. Just we're switching things up a little bit. Welcome in. We're going to be talking about the new gameplay trailer for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're going to be talking about the rating that it got. We're going to be talking about a few things here. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm still working on editing my Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 playthrough. It's a long playthrough, lots of editing to do. I have 6 videos uploaded right now. I just need to work on thumbnails and all that stuff to get them published. They'll be published out later this week. And let me know your thoughts on all the news and all the information on Kingdom Come Deliverance down in the comments. With all that said and done, let's get into the video. We're going to start with the live reaction. Here we are, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
concluded a very
gameplay
fragile
trailer.
truce with Sigismund, and if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences.
I intend to wage war, not
A very
What?
fragile truce with Sigismund, and if anyone should disrupt
His mouth
my
was moving,
plans
but-
with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences.
Anybody else see that?
War, not parley.
Is the audio off, or was that not what he was saying?
Everything all right? Hey, we need more people. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Will you help us, Henry?
Why is that slow? Wow, the cities look not massive, but they look so filled out. Like, hold on. Like this kind of reminds me of like any other outside of the castle area. Was this the bathhouse? Yep, that's definitely the bathhouse. I thought she was naked there for a second, not gonna lie. This reminds me of like the center area in what the fuck? Not Skeleton. The main area. I can't think of the name right now. Are you gonna jump back into KCD prior? No, I'm actually editing my playthrough on YouTube, so that's kind of refreshing all my stuff, all my memory of the game. Definitely not gonna be jumping back into that game. That's a long play. As I'm definitely realizing. What game is this? This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What is I can't think of the name right now. But like look how filled these streets are with just things and stuff and people. Ratai, that's it. I did finish all the DLC, yes. Ratai. That's the name of the city I was thinking of. The fuck? What?
I like that boy.
I have the same spot every time. February 11th, 2025. Oh man, that's so... Gameplay premiere August 21st, which is tomorrow. Sir Reldar was telling me that they're going to show like 20 minutes of gameplay. So that's something I'll probably have to watch or react to maybe Thursday morning because I'll be at work when that happens tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have to check that out probably Thursday morning, either before or after we do marbles or something. So as most live reactions go, I kind of missed a lot of things, you know, because it's just a initial like jerk reaction to everything. There's this guy at the beginning of the game here who says he has a truce with Sigismund. I'm not sure who this is. I don't know if this is his brother or who this is, But he says that should anybody disrupt his plans, there will be consequences, and he's basically threatening Henry. One thing I did notice throughout the trailer that the audio didn't match up. I don't really know if that was just an issue on my end or on everybody's end. I don't really know what that is. We hear somebody say, "I intend to wage war, not parley." I don't know if that was, it's kind of like, sounded like Sir Hans Capon. I call him Sir Hans Capon. They called him Sir Hans Capone in the one of the trailers. It says that there's one part where it says we need more people. Best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like where we go back and we get like Fitz and some of our people from Skalitz or what it is. Maybe we'll be seeing some faces come back. I mean, granted, I don't know if necessarily we want them fighting beside us in a war, but nonetheless, maybe we'll see some names come back from the first game. We get this vast shot of Kuttenberg, and it just looks massive. This city is going to be huge, bigger than anything we've seen so far in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Then we get a bunch of quick shots. One of Henry going into what looks like a merchant of some sort. One of Henry going through the bathhouse. The ladies are clothed. I was, when I first saw that, as you saw in the reaction, I thought they were maybe naked. Then we get into a shot of like what looks like somewhere in Kuttenberg where you see like this waterfall, and it looks like something you would see maybe in Ratai or something like that, but also on a much bigger, grander scale. Way more shots. You can see shots here of Henry on his horse going down, and just look how condensed these paths are, and how huge the buildings look, and the difference in colors of all the buildings and stuff. It looks amazing, and just the detail and the graphics and all the things that are going on, the wagons, the plants, the tents, just so much going on in this one shot here. And then of course we get some shots of the scenery, the vast open fields and areas. The detail and a lot of this greenery looks amazing. There are some areas like the woods and stuff that just look so much more populated with plants and everything than the first game did. And the trailer basically finishes off with a bunch of action shots, some crossbow stuff. We don't really see the crossbow get used. We see just a lot of sword play and a lot of different things. It was a fairly short trailer for a gameplay trailer. I don't know if we necessarily I mean, we did see gameplay, but they were very, very fast clips. And of course, as we see, 11th February 2025, February 11th 2025, pre-order now. It will be out for PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. I will most likely be playing this on PC because the PlayStation 5 and the console versions will be locked to like 30 frames, I think it is, whereas PC will have unlimited frame rate. So I'll definitely be playing it on PC. Now, some news we recently got a couple weeks ago. I've been meaning to actually do this video for a while now. It's probably like a month ago at this point. South Korea finally rated the game, which to a lot of people meant that they're finally going to give us a release date, and as we know, they already have. A lot of people thought that it was going to come out this year, and it's coming out early next year. But in South Korea, it's rated 19, which is like the highest rated level you can get in South Korea. And I try to do a lot of research on this. I try to look into like what Cyberpunk is rated, and it says 18. What Kingdom Come Deliverance was rated, and it's 18. With the new trailers and stuff that have come out, it's still saying PEGI 18, which the first game said as well. Now, what would it mean if it was 19 versus 18? Maybe a little more violent, maybe a little more nudity, which we know is in the first game. Maybe more sexual content of some sort. I don't really know. But I don't think it's that grand of a jump from 18 to 19. It's still going to be PEGI 18 in the UK. It's still going to be rated mature here in the States. It's, it's a small scale, I'd say. But again, for it to be rated 19 in South Korea, which is the highest rating they can give a video game, it's pretty interesting. I'm literally sitting here working on a video for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, some of the new information we have, some of the new details, the new gameplay trailer they showed. And IGN just uploaded the first preview for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 9 minutes ago while I'm editing this video. So we're going to jump into that.
Best swordsman in these.
Live reaction right here, right now.
It's about to kick off in the center of Kuttenberg, the sprawling medieval city at the heart of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I challenge you to a duel mit Langschwertern.
I challenge you to a
Menhard,
duel,
the
sir.
Swordmaster, is offered to teach protagonist Henry of Skalitz a few tricks with the blade.
Menhard, the
lessons were interrupted
Swordmaster.
by Kuttenberg's official fencing guild.
I'm pretty sure he knows his way around a sword.
So much as a
Menhard.
pommel strike. despite him having a charter from King Wenceslas to do just that. Moreover, they're going to fine the old Fechtmeister for breaching their rules.
You watch your language, mister.
Things are getting heated, with the chance of a real sword fight breaking out growing by the second. But Henry has an idea. Menhard wasn't teaching me anything, he blurts out. We were dueling because I insulted his honor. Reacting quickly, I decide to have Henry say that he slept with Menhard's daughter. I don't know whether Menhard has a daughter, but it seems like the sort of thing medieval people would get into a duel over, so I roll with it. Is this
Menhard?
The guildmaster buys my bald-faced lie and waives the fine, though Menhard is still prohibited from teaching longsword in the city. With a fight avoided, I turn to Menhard, expecting him to be grateful. Instead, he's
This is
furious.
Menhard, okay.
It seems Menhard really does have a daughter, and the very idea of Henry sleeping with her has genuinely insulted his honor.
It's time to
Menhard
von Frankfurt.
Henry must desperately placate the raging swordmaster before they can focus on
You can
more
chat to
important
him?
matters, like plotting how to get back at Kuttenberg's fencing guild.
It's weird.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is shaping up to be an even bigger RPG than the original, a 100-plus hour epic featuring massive
100-plus hours? That's
sweeping
crazy.
bohemian landscapes, and a fully simulated medieval metropolis. But at Warhorse Studios' preview event hosted in the real-life city of Kutna-Hora, the modern Czech name for Kuttenberg, it was this throwaway detail that stuck with me the most. Warhorse claims every choice the player makes in its RPG will feel like it matters, and this dramatic response to a decision I barely thought about was the first, but not the last, indicator that KCD 2
so that could lead to
deliver on this promise.
Varying different playthroughs.
It'll be several hours before KCD 2 opens up to you in this way, however. Warhorse provided access to 2 separate chunks of the game, the first of which took place right at the beginning. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 opens in Medias Res with an explosive castle siege where you defend the ramparts with crossbow and longsword.
So
Warhorse
crossbow
says
right at the
KCD
beginning.
2 will feature substantially larger battles than the
Still
previous
no
game, and this initial
crosshair, but it
sequence was
seems
an impressive
easier to aim with
taster
the
of playing at a
crossbow than it
larger
does with the
scale.
actual bow.
From booting down siege ladders from the castle wall to firing crossbow bolts into a crush of enemy soldiers as they come barreling through the gate. Following this exciting opening, KCD 2 rewinds to connect with the end of the first game, as we rejoin Henry and his friend and liege lord, Sir Hans Capone, on a mission to deliver a letter to neighboring Lord Otto von Burgo. This initial hour is strictly linear and heavy on cutscenes, but it keeps
An entire
you
hour?
To the feel-good vibes of Henry and Hans'
entire hour
friendship.
dedicated to the end of the first game, beginning of this game. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
The sequel is written in a very humanistic style. Henry remains a deeply affable, fish-out-of-water protagonist, while his position as Sir Hans's squire leads to an interesting blend of camaraderie and tension between the two.
So he's
Together,
a
the
squire.
pair have big lads
He's not
on
knights.
tour energy,
He's not a
clearly
knight.
reveling in the rare freedom their position and assignment
All the damn
affords them in
tourneys I
medieval
won,
society.
and I couldn't be a
It
knight.
isn't all fun and games, however. An encounter with a retinue of Burgo's knights emphasizes the danger that lurks around every corner, as the two have to convince the armed horsemen that they aren't bandits.
This is Burgo,
Can you not
okay.
distinguish between a noble and a
That's the
bandit,
Burgo flag.
It's not always
The
that
Burgo sigil.
straightforward these days.
It's the first of many elaborate dialogue sequences, with numerous player choices and a lot of exposition. Indeed, while KCD's conversations are generally interesting, I did wonder if they might benefit from some sterner editing at times. KCD 2 is built to be played with no foreknowledge of the original. As such, the opening hours fold in several refresher tutorials, such as Henry and Hans having a friendly duel that reintroduces you to KCD's unique sword fighting system.
You fight like an old hag.
This has been refined
Your
for the sequel,
mother was a
reducing
lawnmower.
the number of directions you can swing your sword from 5 to 4, and making actions like parrying and riposting easier to pull off. While it's been years since I played the first game, I was nonetheless able to hold my own against Sir Hans after a few minutes of
Matter of fact, I
instruction,
lost him the first time.
suggesting that Warhorse's changes have indeed made the system easier to grapple with. The sequel also introduces bespoke fighting systems for certain non-sword
And
weapons
the
like
health
maces,
bar is a lot
letting
smaller.
players who don't fancy mastering the blade to adopt the simpler approach of cracking skulls. The introduction culminates in Henry and Hans taking a bath in the river, followed by a goofy scene where they sneak through the reeds along the riverbank, drawn by the sound of peasant women singing nearby.
Peasant women.
The scene quickly takes a darker turn, however, as the pair's
They're
camp is
naked.
attacked by bandits, whereupon they're
He's not
forced
naked.
to
He's
flee
got
into
shorts
the
on.
woods
Okay.
wearing nothing but their pants. It's a sequence that shifts between dramatic and comedic multiple times, and the game handles those tonal changes well. Through a series of unfortunate events, Henry and Hans end
What are
up
we,
in the
Lemony
care of a
Snickets?
local peasant woman, where we get a chance
She's
to
a
see
witch.
the quieter side of KCD2.
She's a witch.
One of the original strengths was how it strived to immerse players in moment-to-moment play, and KCD2 seems just as indulgent in this regard. Simple actions
Always
like
gotta
cooking
eat the
stew from
pots.
a pot and picking herbs to make potions are depicted with intensely detailed first-person animations, while the Bohemian forests you explore are verdant and alive with
Wow, that looks
birdsong.
beautiful. Ad! Fuck out of here with an ad.
Hey Meta, take a photo.
There's a chance to experiment with
Freaking
the
ad in the
updated
middle of it.
alchemy
Get outta here.
system, which is even more tactile and involved than the first game, with you sprinkling ingredients into a big cauldron before adjusting its height with a lever to change the heat level.
Really?
Later, when Henry has to fight and
They're gonna
kill
make it
a couple
harder?
of bandits
They're gonna make
who come
alchemy
looking
harder?
for him, an optional objective unlocks to bury the bodies away from the peasant woman's home, and you can go through the entire process of putting these wayward souls to rest.
You can talk to me or talk to cold steel.
Everything in this initial demo suggests KCD2 will retain the original's capacity for letting players steep in its medieval setting.
Clear off.
What
sent
it
them away.
didn't show was anything wildly new.
So we
For
could see
the
in this.
second demo was more promising.
We can see in this
KCD2 will
one.
retain
It's still got the level system. You know, like your intimidation, your way with mouth, your all that stuff. Your nobilism. I'm guessing the first one with the you can't really see it because my hang on. Let me remove this. There, that's better. You can see where it says you're looking in the wrong place. Lie. I'm guessing that's like you're good with your mouth. Pause. You're good with your words. You can lie your way out of different things. Clear off, I'm guessing, is intimidation, and then we sent them away. Lie, maybe noble, with the deer there. That's just my guess.
the original's capacity for letting players steep in its medieval setting. What it didn't show was anything wildly new. For this, the second demo was more promising.
I wish we
This
could play the demo.
fast-forwarded the campaign to the 50-hour mark, where
50
Henry
hours, so
arrives in
about halfway
Kuchenberg.
through.
This
We
medieval
arrive
metropolis
halfway
is the
through, we
largest
finally arrive
urban
to
space
Kuchenberg,
seen
wow.
in the series yet. A bustling environment where every NPC has their own daily routines and behaviors. It's here where Henry encounters the
And I'm noticing-
Swordmaster Menhard and becomes embroiled in the dispute over who
I'm
has
noticing the
right to
NPCs are
keep
kind
one
of
sword in the city.
whatever,
To settle
but
the
it's
disagreement,
still this is
Menhard
demo,
hatches a
demo,
plan and asks
still
Henry
early
to
form,
steal
not
the
final
fencing guild's
form.
official sword and hang it on the wall of the Rathaus, the town hall. This, Menhard explains, is the formal way of issuing a challenge of arms to the town, a challenge which Menhard could then accept to prove his martial superiority. Of course, this means sneaking into a guild hall filled with master swordsmen, which Menhard wisely suggests you do at night, though you are free to try it in the daytime if you wish. Yet, even in darkness,
Always do.
clandestine activities are a risky business in Kuchenberg. Anyone walking around at night is expected to carry a torch, and not doing so will get you in trouble
like
with the
Rat's Eye.
guards.
So it's
Having
like Rat's Eye.
successfully evaded the city watch, I then have to climb over the wall of the guild house, pick the lock on one of several potential entrances, find the sword, and escape. Here, the open-ended nature of KCD2 becomes much more apparent, with the quest feeling closer in spirit to a game like Dishonored than the more directed sequences of the early game. The first
You're in a
time I
private
attempt
area.
the theft, things go south quickly.
As they always
I
do.
pick the lock, but attract the attention of one of the night watchmen, who relocks the door after searching for me.
You can't be here.
I pick the lock again and proceed 3 steps into the building before I'm rumbled.
What is
I try
that?
to
What
fight
was
my
that?
way out with fisticuffs, managing to knock out one of the night watchmen, but another has roused the town guard who come barreling in with swords drawn to quickly cut me down. In my second attempt, I'm more careful and succeed in lifting the sword unnoticed and hanging it on the wall of the roundhouse.
Like just
This would
that
be
guy
a
there, though. I mean, come on.
natural endpoint for the quest, but it proves to be far from over. Succeeding in the theft leads to a multi-stage longsword tournament between Menhard and the Swordmasters Guild, and you can choose to be sworn in under Menhard's stewardship and fight for his honor and right to teach longsword in the city. Moreover, the quest can alter in multiple ways depending on your actions, both in narrative choices and general play. If you steal the sword but are spotted doing so, for example, the guild will accuse you of the theft when Menhard accepts their challenge.
So save before all this.
The Swordmasters
save,
Guild is
save.
given heavier armor during the tournament, making the fight more difficult on your end. This elaborate structure isn't entirely surprising. Quest design was one of the first game's strengths too. Nonetheless, it certainly feels like the sequel is operating at a higher level amid the busy streets of Kuttenberg. And if Menhard's quest is reflective of the sequel's 100+ hour total, then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 could end up being something rather special indeed.
I'd be a fool to say no to that.
My thoughts exactly, Goodman.
For more on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, don't miss the announcement trailer and the Saints and Sinners trailer. And for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
Well, alrighty then.
For me. Your turn.
That's enough for me as well. All right. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, drop it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on your notifications to be notified every time I upload a new video. I'm going to be working on getting more Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 playthrough videos out. I've got 6 uploaded. I need to work on thumbnails for them. They will be uploaded later this week. I've got more content to work on for Kingdom Come Deliverance here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, sorry. Yeah, we got a lot going on. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new here. My name is Chucking Games. With all that said and done, guys, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Later, dudes.